Alrighty, Durstwolf here with another dungeon run. You can hear my little dog in the background. Alrighty, let's see what we have. Alright. It's just simple no death. Ooh, half potions, which I have none of, so that's no big deal. And swarms of critters, which I love. Ooh, here. Better bonuses. Full potion use, but 200% damage. That's a good one, too. Level Nexus. Well, that's good and chunky, but you know what? I think this poison one is going to be the best. Alright, we'll do this at level 6. Let's take 4% bonus for 2 times damage, and 34% bonus for enemy swarms. And it's a fairly straight shotgun dungeon with a few side rooms. So really, just 2 places where I'd have to get to a different side. Alrighty, and our weapons for today is 144 damage with criticals and slowing with the bow. Then 144 ice damage plus vampire on the left. And 149 poison damage plus vampire on the right. For any of the telltales, I'm not seeing any, so it could be unusual, but this room has no key. Huh. Yeah, it's hidden someplace behind this. So. Alright, here we go. Now, sometimes you won't see things that are hidden in that little green haze. That's part of this poison realm, so always be careful to check those things out. Tier 2 chest, which means we could ignore the Tier 1 chest behind us. That way. So I threw that potion over there for a reason. Once you cycle an item from the main floor into your inventory, when you take it back out and go a few rooms away, when you come back it'll still be there. But if you haven't processed it through your inventory, just even for a second, well, as soon as you get a few rooms away, they vanish. Let's see. Definitely aiming for it, just like that headshot. Just like that headshot. Headshot. See? You can be as accurate as you want, as long as you're willing to put in the time to practice. These are good for Nova. Nova is the dog you'll find downstairs where that lady is selling wares. We'll use this potion and cycle through my inventory and up this door. Okay. The door over. Use this potion on this one. Just want to make sure there wasn't something there. Plus, it's always interesting just to see how accurate I can get. If you find you're having problems with your accuracy out of the blue, keep in mind, when I turn my head like this, it doesn't change my facing, but when I do it with this, it does change my facing. And sometimes that combination of the two offsets your parallax view. You'll have to look that up for a better explanation than I can give at the moment, but take your right controller, find the dimple button, the one that's smaller than all the others, press and hold it, and you're recentered. It only takes a moment, and it makes a major difference in how well you can shoot. As soon as you start moving around the camera, that accuracy goes right out the window because of the parallax loss. There's another way. Because everything vanishes under the goo. And also, you see these things? Occasionally, there'll be a switch put right behind you. So let's look on the path of the opportunity. Scan the floor, put them on. Open control, pick up anything that might be under the goo that I can't see. Nice, it's not too hard to switch. head. There we go. Just like that. Alright, let's straighten up our view. See how well that works? I'm not using my turn at all. I'm just staying stationary. Focusing my body without using motion to turn. Rapids exceptional blows. Headshots for everybody. Currently playing in my basement while the Anderson Windows guy comes over and looks at the old windows and see what we can do about replacing them. Here, let's see if there's anything hidden up here. There's gold there. Alright, so. Alright, so I won't have another level 2 mimic this entire game. Expensive downstairs. We came in that way. I think that's going to be. Yeah, this is a travel room. It's a dead end room, so let's go check that out first. Remember, this is a shotgun. Central passageways to the end. Something else you may want to do. If there's a monster trying to get to you, but gets trapped in the maze of the game and cannot move towards you, after a certain amount of time, they will despawn where they are and respawn where you are. That happens to be one of the lost souls. By the time you realize they're there, you've won one, half death, and two, they're already blowing up. Oop, inventory full. We use that as a marker for the next door. Alright, there. Heard it. Now I've got it. Let's scan the floor. Yeah, see, there was money hidden there. I don't know when I'm going to be able to get these videos posted. Can't stop the rock. If you have a desire, I'm listening to a public playlist. Dungeon Music 1 by Durstwolf on Spotify. This is 5440 Stop the Rock. Stop the rock. Stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. The rock. Stop the rock. The rock. Can't stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. You can't stop the rock. Stop the rock. You can't stop the rock. Stop the rock. Stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. Hey, little guy. Zephyr has something to say, apparently. Paranoia. You got to shake your paranoia. Stop. Stop the run. But into the groove and shake your paranoia. Alright, we're not coming back this way. We'll mark that with one to the side. Again, stop. And stop. 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 motions are vanishing now. That's a new change. Okay. We'll have to readjust our commentary on this. Ah! Lucky shot he had, wasn't it? Oh, they're not that accurate at that distance. You look like a unicorn. Alright, this is one way in, one way out, so still haven't seen the leaf gremlin yet. There we go. Straighten that up into our next couple. Still no new goblin. Alright, looking for stuff in the nook. Doesn't seem to be anything hidden there. There's generally always something right around this area. Just keep looking for those telltale little wisps like that. That tells you there's something there. Alright, finished here. Also, looking at the room from different perspectives. View. Control. The space that you're in. Yeah, you're a good boy. medulla oblongata. Most of you wonder why I don't hang around to see what I do. Doesn't really do you any good here. Use it, so it's going to be useful to you until you get out. Depleted the monsters in this area. Alright, tier 3 in there. I've got the skull, so if death shows up, it won't be an issue. That's the ender. Okay. Used to be if an arrow stuck in the chest, but they changed that glitch. I've seen people use this. Looks like it's a real chest. I've been fooled before. No. And no death, so that's a good thing. Whoa. One too many steps. Awesome. Works. Just apply it so you don't have to worry about it. Alright, let's take a look over here. Yeah. Came through here. But there is a chest back there, so let's see. We've missed just the little chest. Back there. This one. That's that one. Here for that. Let's go finish this. Let's see. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, now. That's the lower section. And the chest is open, so. Let's see what go plug it in. Sledge, keep I'm also checking for anything that might be buried. Finding nothing, so let's kick this off. Don't need that key, don't need that. Fight these guys on my terms. Straighten up her hair. There's a key over there I can add to the pile, but nothing I can take with me. Yeah. And there you have it, another successful dungeon run. I hope you enjoyed it. We learned a few extra things along the way. And sometimes the object permanency trick, maybe it's not working. I'll have to pay more attention next time to see if it does. Alrighty, so I hope you enjoyed. This is Durstwolf signing off. And never forget, never let the dungeon get you down.